everyone, it's Ethony, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my notes from on my experiences from being in Australia over the holidays, what I came back to, which was a lot of decks, a lot of books, and so much stuff I'm going to be sharing with you. So if you don't like those kinds of videos, maybe step away now. I'm going to be sharing books, some of the decks that a lot of decks that I had come in while I was away, a bunch of boxes that came in from different places, and what I did in Australia. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's get into it. This is going to be a two-part video. This is part one, and yeah, because otherwise we'd be here for several hours, not several hours, but way too long. So let's jump into it. So as many of you know, I went to Australia over the Christmas break. I left with my son on the 21st of December, I believe, and I didn't get back until the 21st of January. So I was gone for a whole month. I was off social media. You probably recognize that my YouTube was quiet, and that's because I wanted to spend a lot of time with my family and also have a bit of a break. It was a busy year. So it was really lovely being home, although traveling internationally with a son and COVID, so many tests, so much headache, so much headache. But my son Dom was amazing. Honestly, the best kid to travel with ever. And we had a pretty great time considering all the kerfuffle with everything, getting in and out of states and countries. It was amazing to be back in Australia. Australia has this incredible magic and energy. I nearly cried just like when I got out of the car and where I was staying with my sister, to have my feet on the land again and to smell eucalyptus and to hear the birds and the kookaburras and the magpies, and it's just this beautiful country and beautiful magic. It was sunny and gorgeous. We got to go to the beach, got to go see lots of kangaroos and koalas. We went to this sickening water park where we had a really great time. I had Christmas with my family. I got to meet my beautiful nephews for the first time and do a lot with them. I got to see my dad and my stepmom and my mom, eat all my favorite Australian food. I miss it already. The food in Australia is phenomenal. Yeah, it was just this. It was a pretty amazing time, to be honest. And coming back, I'm really glad to be home. I miss a lot about being home here in Canada, but Australia will always be home. There is that famous song, I Still Call Australia Home. And yeah, that feels very apt for what I feel about Australia. So while I could talk about being home in Oz for a long time, I'm sure that's pretty boring to everyone, but I saw a few really great shops in Melbourne. Muse of Mystery is beautiful. I picked up a few crystals, but really I didn't get a lot because I walked into most stores and I kind of had it all. Like Sacred Source is a beautiful one as well in Melbourne, and I just went in there and I was like, And it was a bit of a bummer not to see my friends on the West Coast because we were on the East Coast, because they were all my very good high school friends and I miss them so much. But next time I'll be able to see them. So I came home to a lot of boxes, like promotional boxes from publishers and creators. And I wanted to go through what I got in these boxes. And then I'm also going to share with you some of the cards like I normally do. So let's have a look at the PR box extravaganza. So the first one I believe I got by accident, but it's already all open. So I don't know if this was like a mistake, but this is from Sophie. Look how beautiful. It said Vanessa, so I think, sorry Vanessa, but it was addressed to me, but this card, maybe Vanessa's got my card. But I got Mary Magdalene. She's a bit bent up because it was just in a bubble wrap pack. And then I have been gifted the Goddess, what does it say? Goddesses, Gods and Guardians Oracle cards. And this is from Hay House. So I received this deck, And it came in this beautiful hemp bag with a gorgeous sun on it. And then inside, I also got gifted a candle holder and a rose quartz crystal. So thank you so much. This deck is by Sophie Bashford, and the artwork is by Hilary Wilson, and it says, connect with the divine feminine, masculine and magical energies of this sacred oracle to receive guidance for inner healing and spiritual growth. It's 44 cards, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with this beauty. The second box that I received is this one. Look at this box. It's so beautiful. The magic box. I just love the design on this. This is a Kickstarter deck that I backed, and it's called the Fantome Tarot. And I got a, oh, look, that's so pretty. I got a little deck holder, and then the deck. And I believe this is that one where if you put your phone over it, it does some 3D like design thingos. And then this is a little notebook with just, it's got blank paper in it. I'm not quite sure what that does, but I'll read about it. And then a postcard. And as many of you know, I do lots of pen paling, so... But the box is really pretty. Now this, as I mentioned, this deck, as I mentioned, was a Kickstarter deck. It's the first time I've opened the box and actually looked at the cards. So you're getting a first look at it at the same time I am. I was really drawn to the color palette in this deck, and LA Musage, like LA Lucid almost designs, LA Musy Design, sorry, did a really wonderful job, and I can't wait to explore this. I've got lots of decks for the upcoming year, I tell you what. My next box was from Llewellyn. She a big box. Let's see what's inside. Now, I already opened this one partially because I was like, Llewellyn, I didn't remember kind of ordering anything from my publisher, but it's from the beautiful Pamela. We love you. Thank you so much, Pamela. And it's got some PR information, but I know Pamela quite well. I got a Llewellyn face mask. And to celebrate her new book. So this is called Crystal Magic. And oh, look, she's got like some little... So thank you for that. So Spells, Grids, Potions to Manifest Your Desires by Pamela Chen. And it's called Enchanted Crystal Magic. So thank you very much. And that's going to be a great little book because she works with crystal energy and magic and attraction. And then I also got like a little kit. I got some blue incense, a piece of blue calcite. It's really gorgeous. We're going to pop that right there. And then some Jolly Ranchers, some candy, and a blue candle. So this is to align with, one of the rituals in the Enchanted Crystal Magic book, which is so cool, like to get this and also all the information, all this stuff to actually do the ritual. And then I also got a copy of her Witchling Academy Tarot. Now I have this deck already. So this beauty, my second copy, is going to go in the gift pile. So what I'm doing this year is every 2 weeks, someone from my newsletter who is subscribe to Oracle Wednesday and opens Oracle Wednesday is going to go into a draw to win a deck from me, which could be a deck that I've used or like a lightly used, in good condition, one of my decks, a deck like this where I've received multiple copies. Or you could receive a ritual pack, which has got different crystals and all sorts of things. You could get statues. There's all sorts of, you could get a divination tool. There's all sorts of fun things I'm doing. So I'm going to pop that in the pile. So someone is going to be gifted this one. So thank you so much to Pamela and congratulations on your new book. Alrighty, the next beautiful thing I wanted to show you is actually from the Witch's Moon. This is from their December box and honestly so blown away by this. It is their Tassamancy set. So this beautiful cup, I mean look at it, it's so gorgeous. And then underneath the actual cup is the plate. This was all custom designed for the Witch's Moon with sigils and everything. Absolutely, probably one of the most beautiful sets. I have that other beautiful one from Tea with Karen. This is another prized possession now, along with hers, because this is different. It's got the planets, the zodiac signs, so it's a different sort of vibe, which I absolutely love. That was from their December box last year. I believe they had some in their market. They're probably all sold out, but the Witch's Moon market is beautiful. So go check it out if you're looking for something new in your collection. The next box is from the Sacred Bee. So much bee goodness. Like this is the box. It's quite big. So we have, this is from Kelly. So we've got a postcard. As you know, I'll be reusing this one. I haven't even opened this box properly. I don't even know what's in here. So, oh wow, we have the Journey of the Sacred Bee. I have that wax seal, so I'm going to be using that again. Are these all posts? Oh, they're prints. Look at this. Wowee, gorgeous. The Chariot. Judgment, which is what my little postcard was. The Hierophant. And Alchemy. These are beautiful. It's going to be very, very easy to work with these. Absolutely gorgeous. So we've got some postcards. I'm going to pop those down. We have the Journey of the Sacred Bee. This is the tarot deck, so 78 card tarot deck and guidebook. And this is by, I'm not actually quite sure. Oh yes, Kelly Burton. Did it say on there? No, it didn't say it on this, but this is by Kelly Burton. And this one is the Wisdom of the Sacred Bee Oracle, and this is a 68 card Oracle deck and guidebook. Just beautiful. Oh, just gorgeous. Wow, wow, wow. Embossed, beautiful, beautiful boxes. I mean, just stunning. I'm always like completely blown away. This is to certify that this Seed and Sickle Oracle, so I've got my certificate of authentic. You know what I mean. Oh, wow. A really beautiful little notebook. So that's the front and that's the back. And then it's plain all the way inside so I can journal with it. But it has beautiful little pockets there. And then we have this Seed and Sickle velvet bag. And then the Seed and Sickle Oracle. So this beautiful one. And balanced. And then we have the Citadel Deck. So I'm going to show you some of these. Oh my gosh, I love the hexagon vibe of this. And let's just have a look and appreciate. Oh, so beautiful. Honestly, all of them are just absolute treasures. Okay, so finally I want to share with you some new books that I've received, and some of them might spark your interest, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what is inside. The first one is the Cartomancer Magazine. So it's technically not a book, but I really love this magazine. I received this, well, I got this from one of my local bookstores here called Banyan Books. This is the December to February edition. It's full of great articles and wonderful information, and I really love supporting the fact that we have this magazine so for our industry. So that's what I got, little Cartomancer Magazine. And I received a very large box full of tarot books, and I was like blown away by all of them. All of them were by Andy Matzner, and I'm going to show 2 books with you today, but please go check out everything that Andy has done. So this is huge. Look at this. Like, you could literally cause some cranial damage with this book. It is Journaling the Tarot Evolutions. There is a smaller book called Journaling the Tarot, which is a lot less chunky. This is like the big version. And I'm going to show you some more of what's inside here because it is huge. Every card has got quotes or poetry, and then there's so many questions that you can ask each one of these cards to get more in touch with their very personal representations for yourself and get you to think about these cards in a different way. And what could be really interesting is also using different decks with these cards and seeing if your answers change, but it's a real self-exploratory process. And then the second book is Tarot for Transformation. This is another really big one. It's using the major arcana to discover your best self and create a life worth living. And it literally has a little course for each one of the major arcana. I love lots of major arcana books. I mean, obviously this has a lot to do with the Fool's Journey and all of those really important big archetypes. I am really looking forward to diving into these 2. The Tarot Activity Book, which is another one of Andy's books, I already received that, and it is awesome. It's full of great games, great activities, as it's called, to really get to know the cards, and you can do them yourself or with some people if you want to get into them. So go and check out Andy's work. It's all very, there's a lot, and thank you so much for sending these my way. The next book I purchased is The Qabalah for Wiccans by Jack Chenek. I hopefully am saying his name right. I actually do know him. So Jack Chenek. Ceremonial Magic on the Pagan Path. Jack is a wonderful teacher. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I bought this book to support Jack, and congratulations on your very first book. And I know he's got a tarot deck coming out this year as well. So I'm really looking forward to reading this little baby. The next book is StarChild by Brianna Saucy. And this is a wonderful book because basically you can go, so my son is a Cancerian baby, and you can go and have a look at the Cancerian child, and it'll tell you a lot about the temperaments and all the sorts of things that comes up with a Cancer child, and it will help you understand them better, especially those who maybe want to understand their children more from a perspective of astrology. And she talks about lots of different ways to engage with your child with astrology and get to know them on that deep spiritual level. So this is a really cool book for those magical parents out there. And then the final book that I received or came home to was the Wild Wisdom Companion by Mia Toll, and of course art by the amazing Kate O'Hara. I love how this shines. Look at me. Woo, I'm such a magpie. It's gorgeous. Mine got completely wrecked though on the way, but that's all right. So this is a book that's basically this is a book that's basically a work around the wheel of the year and about the different seasonal changes. And then of course at the back there is a section with the oracle cards that you could pull out. So I'm going to show you some of the beautiful artwork and the cards from this companion. I haven't worked with it obviously for a whole year, but honestly these books are just gorgeous to look at, so I can't wait to dive into it in a more I can't wait to read it to see what the actual text also has to offer. That was part one. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Hopefully you're still here. I want to know in the comments box below what you received over the holiday season. Did you get anything that was ticked off your wish list? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all soon.